Okay, guys, I can complete cutting that piece of siding, the mold piece of siding right there out by using first is this, of course, this saw cutter right there, and then later I have to use the sander. So I'll show you how it works. I use the saw cutter, which is that, to cut this piece across first. Then I know exactly to mark where the 2x4 inside here, where it's gonna be. I want it to cut like right in the middle of that 2x4. So later when I attach the two pieces together, like cut another new board to install in, then I have a space to hammer a nail in there, right in the middle of the 2x4. You don't want to overcut it, you just want to cut uh, right at it, so to take this piece off. So but I used to saw to cut this off, and then I have to use the sander, which is right here. This is really helpful, guys. The sander, the cutter of the sander will help you uh, with jobs and spot like this. If Because right here you can't use a regular saw to cut it, because it's too narrow. You're gonna hit this and it's gonna be the ground unless you're gonna dig it up. If you're gonna dig your ground lower, then you probably can use this cutter, the saw right here. But unless that, you cannot use that saw to cut this straight line down like this. I couldn't even use the reciprocating saw to cut this line right here like I did with the other one. With the other spot, I can cut it down easily, but with the edge over here and how it was cutting, I mean, there's no way this reciprocating saw blade can cut and get into the space over here at this line right here and cut it down. There's no way. So my helping tool at this point is the sander, guys. So the sander tool is really helpful. I mean, you gotta have all kind of tools to do jobs like this around the house. Okay, so I did it. Time to take it off. Yep. And now after this, I'm just gonna clean all this area like I did with the other with the other place over there. Same thing. Just clean all the dirt and the mold out, one by one. It'll take time. And then of course I'm gonna pick out all this leftover siding woods uh, between this 2x4 here. Make sure it's real straight before I cut a new board to replace it. So you see how this was molded? It was not bad. It was not bad from the inside looking out. From the inside maybe like a couple of inches, but from the outside, I mean, it needs to replace like up to a half a feet or so. So up to here it's okay. There's no more molding up here. I don't think so. This wood is flesh right now. It's real good up here, but like down here, no way. Okay, so over here, I don't think I need to change that 2x4 either. It's not rotten like that. It's not eating all the way in. It's just this piece right here from the outside, this siding board. It's bad. It's getting eaten by the insect, but it's all right. I mean, that at this point, this is the only thing I can do at this point is just cut it from like stop from right there. I cannot change it from the inside. If I do change from the inside over, it's gonna be a lot of work, guys. Like I really do want to change this right here too. It's molding rotten, and it's from the outside, and it's just down there only. So if I do, I'm probably just gonna cut right here and change that. But I don't think I'm gonna do anything from the outside whatsoever beside this siding board. That's it. Because this siding board, I mean, it's ugly. I seen the insect eating it. That's why I did it. But other than that, I mean, around here too, there's some ugly spot. But from looking inside view, there's no rotten. So I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm just gonna do on this side over here at this storage house. So this is the only side uh, on this storage house that I'm repairing, just this side. So right now I'm done with the cutting except for this. This is the last thing I'm gonna cut. So now I got space to go inside to mark that line right there to cut this piece of 2x4 off because it's molding. It's a lot of mold. And after this, that's it. Cut a new one to replace it. And after I replace it just like that one, I'm just go ahead and start measuring. And of course I gotta cut this too, this line right here. I gotta cut it, make sure this line is straight. before I cut a new board to install it. Wow, guys, did a really good job on this too. Worked really hard. I mean, takes a lot of time, patience, and it smells. I mean, it just smoke everywhere when I use the sander to cut it. I mean, you just gotta wear goggles and safeties, you know, mask, because there will be a lot of black smokes. I mean, just fly everywhere. Dust just flying everywhere from the wood. So just gotta prepare, be safety. All right. That's it, guys. For now in this video. See you again.